And those cuts do not equate to 20% of our current carbon use by 2020. They do not equate to 60% of our current carbon use by 2050. No one will thank me for saying this, but the science is now unequivocal. We need a 90% cut by 2030. That is the only way we have of preventing this whole thing, this whole edifice balanced on a ball, from crashing down around us. And the reason for that is clear. If we do not cut carbon by 90% by 2030, then carbon emissions in the atmosphere reach 430 parts per million. And that is the point at which, unequivocally, most of the world's major ecosystems go into positive feedback. The biosphere becomes a net source of carbon dioxide. And then the game is out of our hands. It has got nothing to do with us anymore, because there's nothing we can do to stop it. The ecosystems upon which we have relied to absorb carbon dioxide, they start producing it. We have 25 years, ladies and gentlemen, in which to act, and not just to act a little bit. We have 25 years in which to cut carbon emissions throughout our economy, the developed world economy, by 90%. Now, there are some people who believe that this can be done by replacing the fossil fuels on which this great tottering pile has been built entirely with ambient sources of energy. And that, I'm afraid, is in the realm of science fiction. Yes, there's plenty out there. There's plenty of wind and wave and sunlight which we're not tapping. But every year we use the stored sunlight from 400 years of accumulation. Every year, 400 years worth of sunlight. And we simply cannot plug in our contingent ambient energy which exists at any one time into the current grid, into our current energy use patterns, and expect life to carry on as it has carried on before. The only